Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of The Walk Around. Grab your popcorn, get some drinks, and enjoy the show. Alrighty, what's up guys, and welcome back to yet another episode of The Walk Around. And today we have one of our first returning bikes, but the reason is, guys, I wanted to show you the difference that a sticker kit can make, and also just give you guys a nice little fresh update on this thing, and also have an opportunity to take it out and show you guys that everything is working perfectly and running nice and sound. So first things first guys, this is obviously a KTM Super Adventure 1190 S. Obviously you got your 1190 S and your 1190 R. 1190 S a little bit more chilled in terms of gearing and your power delivery. The R is obviously just a little bit more peppy. The R is in race as much as you can race in 1190. But yeah, just to clear the air, there are two different versions. You got the S and you got the R. There's a little bit of a difference between them. But yeah, nonetheless, today we've got an S. And guys, this is a 2013 with about 35,000 k's on the clock, selling for 104,900. So as always guys, we're gonna run through any sort of modifications that we've got going on. And that's another thing guys, I think the previous walk-arounds, we've definitely optimized them now. So that's another reason why I just want to get this thing done again. So yeah, as I said, we're gonna go through any sort of modifications / things that I need to bring light to for you guys. And following that, we'll have a look at some damage. And then, as I mentioned, we're going to quickly take it just outside, down the road. We're going to check gears, we're going to check the throttle tube, we're going to check brakes, front and rear. We're going to make sure there's no air in the lines. We're going to make sure the clutch isn't slipping. We're going to make sure the brake pads are feeling good. So yeah, we're going to basically run through the whole thing, make sure it's all running 100% for you guys. So as I said, this is a returning bike, so we have done it in the past. However, we drastically improved the look of this thing, and it was purely just with a sticker kit. I mean guys, this thing looks absolutely brilliant. It's definitely a Dakar inspired sticker kit, as you guys can see there, just by this little image. And also Red Bull is a major sponsor with Dakar. So yeah, I mean, wow, this thing looks absolutely brilliant. It actually looks better than all the 1190 Rs we've had. This thing looks absolutely stunning, even down to this simple little sticker up front here. It looks so good. It all works so well. Nothing but good things to say about that sticker kit. So yeah, that's the first thing that I wanted to touch on. And then obviously guys, if you watched our previous episode, it was also an adventure bike, we've got these nice lever guards. And basically, obviously these things are going to protect your fingers and your levers and all sorts if you do happen to crash. However, another benefit of these, which I found out, just purely by trial and error, is that these actually keep the wind off your fingers. So in the winters, when that wind is nice and icy cold, this definitely helps keep your fingers at least somewhat warmer than usual, or let's just say less cold. I think that's a better way of saying it. And then this windscreen is definitely aftermarket. As you guys can see, it's nice and big, so that's going to keep all of the wind off of you. Again, might help a little bit with keeping you nice, well, not nice and warm, but less cold. And yeah, we've got some beautiful Domino grips on there. Love them. I'm a huge advocate for Domino grips. Super nice. As you guys can see, we've got electronic suspension. Very nice. And then yeah, at the back here, you guys can see we've got a nice Givy or Givy top box mount. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to double check it, but I don't think we do. If we had it, it would probably be on the bike, but you guys can regularly find these things. A lot of these mounts are actually universal, but yeah, nonetheless, we can probably source one for you, and you can get that sorted out. As you guys will see, you've got a stock pipe on there. It's a very big pipe, I must say. So if you were gonna go and get like a little acro pipe, or I don't recommend shorties on these, I think it will look a little bit weird, but you can definitely reduce a lot of weight just by changing that pipe out for a little acro, or maybe an arrow, or even just a replica. So yeah, just bringing your attention to that. As you guys will see, we've got some beautiful Brembo calipers front and back. We've got dual braking systems on the front, obviously, as you guys can see. We've also got steel braided lines, a very nice modification to have on these things, and it's not really a modification, but all of the 1190s and 1290s, they all come with the crash bars, and I think it's a no-brainer. How can you sell an adventure bike without crash bars? Literally, you're going to take it into the bush and crash it. So yeah, those definitely are going to save you some money with the fairings and all sorts, and prevent any sort of further damage going on. Stock foot pegs, we've got a stock shifter, again, as I said in previous episodes, guys, the more stock a bike is, the better. In my opinion, just from a condition point of view, it tells me good things. The more stock things I see, the better. So that's beautiful to see that. I'm not seeing any sort of major damage on the side. As you guys will see down there, we've got that little expander thing for your footrest. So if you're in the bush, in the sand, or on the grass or anything like that, that's basically just going to prevent your side stand from sinking into the sand or the grass or whatever it is. Like I said, I'm not 100% certain with the S, but I do know a lot of these 1190s and 1290s and even 1390s come with WP suspension. You guys will see up front we've got the WP front forks. Unfortunately, I can't say for sure about the rear shock, but oh yeah, there you go. So it is, it's WP rear shock there. So yeah, super nice, really good suspension system. And yeah, there's actually quite a bit of adjusting that you can actually do with these bikes. Oh, I don't have the keys. But yeah, I'll grab the keys and I'll show you guys the dash, give you a little brief overview. Unfortunately, I don't know too much about these operating systems because I haven't had some time to just sit and fiddle with them. But yeah, nonetheless, it's such a capable bike. And these 1190s are my favorite adventure bikes. It's pretty close with the Africa Twins, but I must say, I do actually just prefer these 1190s a little bit more, just from a weight standpoint as well as a power standpoint. So yeah, love these bikes. More so the R's. I do prefer the R's. I just find that the gearing is a little bit nicer as well as the power output. But yeah, your average Joe, I really don't think you're gonna notice a major difference. And yeah, guys, I think that's it for the accessories / modifications / things I want to bring live to. So we're just gonna have a look at some of the damage or anything, you know, that I feel like I need to let you know about. And then we're gonna jump on the bike and we're gonna take it out and go for a little ride and make sure everything's running nice and schnazzily. So first things first, guys, this bike did come from the coast. So there's two things that are gonna come with keeping a bike on the coast: corrosion and rust. Basically the same thing. But anyways, as you guys will see down here on the paint, it is chipping off there. Unfortunately, guys, it's what happens when you have a bike on the coast. That's one of those things. You'll see here on the little foot brake, a little bit of rust. Unfortunately, it's almost unavoidable. You guys will see here, just on the rear disc, a little bit of rusting on there, but the disc is still working absolutely perfectly, and I will go and test it just to be triple sure. Yeah, for those wondering, it does have ABS, and a telltale sign, if you ever want to know if a bike has ABS, all you need to do is look for this little inner ring. I hope you can see what if you can see, but all you need to look for is this little inner ring as well as a little wire. So let me show you what a bike without ABS looks like. Obviously it's a dirt bike, but it's going to be standard for all bikes pretty much, actually. Let me see if both those bikes have ABS. This bike doesn't. Alright, so just for example, there's your inner ring and your outer ring. That's your ABS. Yeah, outer ring, no inner ring, no ABS. Alright, steel braided lines there. Nice little CBR 600. So yeah, just so you guys know, that's how you can always tell if a bike has ABS or not. Either look for that inner ring or look for that wiring, and yeah, you'll have your answer. As there's no major damage to the exhaust or anything, I do see a little bit of something over here has been like almost melted on, but I think we can probably try and get that off, get it looking a little bit better. Tires are still in really good condition, I must say. You've got at least 60%, maybe 50% left on that tread. So yeah, not too bad on those tires. As I said, you got your crash bars, guys. I mean, as you can see, there's no sort of damage to that at all. You've got no damage on the lever protect. Actually, a little bit of damage there. I'm wondering if maybe you just like brushed it up against the wall. Because if you drop this bike, there would be a little bit more damage than that. So yeah, I really don't think this thing has been dropped. I think it's maybe just been like bumped into a wall. Just want to check this side. A little bit of scuffing over here. Maybe it got dropped, but I'm not seeing anything else that's going to tell me that it's been dropped. There we go. Okay, so it has been dropped on this left side. You guys will see just a bit of scuffing there on that rear, on those rear sets. Guys, I think that's about it. Obviously, as I said, with the corrosion, you'll see here again just some of that paint coming off, a few bolts here and there. Yeah, guys, I think the workshop tried their absolute best with this one. But yeah, nonetheless, it's still an absolute beauty of a bike and one of my absolute favorites. And yeah, you guys are gonna see how much power this thing has. I'm just gonna chuck my helmet on and then we'll get rocking and rolling, boys. There we go. Now, I do apologize if you guys can't hear me now, friend. It's just a bit of a mission to put the microphone in the helmet. But as you guys can see, it's just such a, obviously it's a big bike. It is an ADV, but it's very, very, very manageable. Gotta be a little bit careful, boys, because not the tallest human being. Oh. Love, 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 love these bikes, man. So I'm just gonna run through all the gears. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Very good. Yeah, obviously warning light, we've got low fuel. So powerful. Rear brake. Good. Let's do some off-roading here. Check the rear brakes. Good. And check the front brakes. Good. And we're just gonna check the clutch here quickly. So if your clutch is slipping, the bike is gonna essentially go. If your bike pulls away smoothly, it's a good sign that your clutch is not slipping and in good condition. So gonna slowly let it out, and there we go. Clutch is good, rear brakes are good, front brakes are good, ran through all the gears. So yeah. There's nothing like an 1190. There's a bug in my helmet. I'm actually just gonna park it over here to avoid myself starting and stopping constantly. The other nice thing about these adventures is the turning radius on them. Oh, there's a bug in my helmet. There's a bug in my helmet. Nothing but good things to say about this thing. Love, love, love this bike. Crazy power. It's comfortable, it's manageable, it's maneuverable, which is what I wanted to actually say. So capable. And I said it in the 1190R review. I would love, 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 love to take one of these things out onto track. And, you know, honestly, guys, if I'm ever going to go and get an adventure bike, it's going to be an 1190R or the S. Yeah, as I said, much of a muchness. But yeah. Nonetheless, guys, if you have any sort of questions, just drop them down there in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Other than that, that's it from me today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. Peace.